What if skipping the ballot booth doesn't come from apathy, but awareness? Every election cycle, millions line up to perform the ritual of democracy. The signs, the slogans, the speeches, they all create the illusion of movement. But beneath the noise, a growing number of men are quietly stepping back, not out of laziness or defiance, but out of something deeper: clarity. They've started to see that participation alone doesn't guarantee impact, that the act of voting, once a symbol of agency, can for some feel like giving away the very power it's supposed to represent. This isn't a story about political withdrawal. It's a story about a shift in consciousness, a quiet evolution in how men understand power and purpose. Because choosing not to vote isn't about rejecting responsibility. It's about taking responsibility in a different way. There are different archetypes within this shift. Each one reveals a unique way men are renegotiating their relationship with systems, influence, and autonomy. The principal guardian. He doesn't abstain out of cynicism, he abstains out of integrity. He's seen the cycles, the promises, the reversals, the carefully packaged illusions of change, and chooses to reserve his belief until truth and trust align. For him, participation isn't measured by turnout, but by alignment. He will engage when the system earns it, not when the calendar demands it. His abstention is not a protest, it's a statement of principle. The independent value maker. He operates in the real world, where action still matters. He builds, he leads, he creates. For him, influence doesn't live in institutions, it lives in families, in businesses, in choices repeated over time. He doesn't need a vote to prove engagement because his life already demonstrates it. His version of democracy happens daily, through the impact of what he builds, not the ballots he casts. The tactical abstainer. He understands leverage. He knows that systems with millions of moving parts rarely bend for one. He's seen how narratives are crafted long before the public enters the room. So he chooses to deploy his energy strategically, where attention still has yield and action still has consequence. He isn't passive, he's efficient. For him, voting is just one way to create change, but real influence comes from the choices he controls every day. The perspective preserver. He's not disengaged, he's protective. After years of disillusionment, he's learned that constant outrage erodes clarity. He's seen passion weaponized, beliefs turned into brands, and identities reduced to hashtags. So he chooses calm over chaos. By detaching from the spectacle, he keeps his clarity intact. He still observes, still reflects, but without surrendering his peace to the performance of politics. Collectively, these men aren't just tired of voting. They've lost faith in a system built on promises that never happen. They've realized that real change doesn't come from institutions repeating the same cycle. It starts with individuals who choose to think, act, and live differently. Their choice not to vote isn't about giving up, it's about seeing through the illusion. Because power isn't something handed out every 4 years, it's something you exercise every day. It lives in your decisions, your discipline, and the way you move through the world. Because why would you trust a democracy that asks you to tick a box for people you don't believe in? A system that's proven, time and time again, it's not built for you, but to contain you. You don't follow a democracy with blind faith in broken institutions. You think, you question, you stay aware, you refuse to let the world think for you. Because real change doesn't start in a voting booth. It starts in the minds of the people who finally stopped pretending the system still works. Drop a comment and share your story. And if this resonated with you, hit like and subscribe because we dive deep into psychology that actually explains how your mind works. See you next time.